So first shot, not sure what happened here. He looks to be closing out. He must have cut through. Regardless, we've got this rip. Transpiring up top. Matchups seem the same. Attacks to close. So right here. Good job by Oubre. Close flat. Send the middle. Gets to a spot. Nice hop step. But now we've got two rotating. I'm fine with Paul George making this high rotation just because it's off of Hart. And most times Hart would be in the corner, so he would be the low man. But even then, still, good job to stay hogged. But now Joel's making this rotation, so now you've got three. Pass fake. Reverse pivot. So off a pass fake, they both fan out. Little chicken wing. It's an easy scoop. I mean, Oubre's a little soft here. He's sticking up. Guess he doesn't expect him to score because he thought he had him stuck. Off an inbound. Handback. Deny. Little push off. Look for the back door. But he'll cut back right in that pocket. He's going to stunt. I can't say this is bad defense because he's looking to top lock, deny this handoff. He cuts back, gonna push. Does the right thing here. Stunts. Right. On his stunt, he hopes he swings it to this strong corner, allowing a stampede, but now you got the backside. But actually just trays. And I've also noticed, why do the Knicks have this type of alignment? Why do they usually have Josh Hart in the strong corner? I'm not sure why. Because wouldn't it make more sense to have McHale in the strong corner and have Josh Hart in the weak corner, even though he's really good in the weak corner too, him and OG? I guess all of them can be, but I would rather see McHale in this situation. So now they're going to the post, looking for their splits. He actually looks for this cut through, and he's looking for this back door. So they both cut to the same area. Somehow Carl almost loses the rock. Well, I think he actually wanted to pass that. But he fumbles it. Jamal doesn't realize it. So he kind of loses the rock, but he's going to loop. Hand off. Clean him. Good veer. It's good defense. So more high post elbow. More hub. It's right here. Look to set this pin, but it's really just splits. Good point switch right here by Paul George. So they blow that up. He's gonna vacate. Yeah, so now they both empty, flow into a DHO, go under, rescreen on his clear side, goes under again. It's not bad defense. He went under. He went under again. You force him into the shot, which is fine. He makes it, but good KYP. So off a stop, can they get matched up? Let's see, he's going to point. All right, so Paul George is going to take the rock. Little hezzy side step. Not a great look. Because we've got him. He's behind the play. He could actually swing this cross court, maybe look for a quick DHO or something. And you've got Carl on the trail, which is great because you can see Joel here. He's already deep in the paint, right? He's just retreating to the paint. And so if he just waited, you can have Carl come down, trail tray, flow into something better out of delay. On the inbound, quick hand back, good switch right here by Paul George. Antennas are up. How did VJ? He's kind of ball washing or something. He just was not ready. Paul George was cool. Now they're gonna ice him. Great. Again, we've got Josh and the strong. Is this just a coincidence? It has to be just a coincidence, right? I don't think they like. I mean, maybe they do like this alignment, but regardless, they're gonna ice. He's gotta vacate. That's a great pass fake, actually, because he releases. Now he's threatening the pop. Pass fake. He jumps. Now he vacates. Now he's got this lane. He shows. Let's go defense again. So he pass fakes. Because he's opened up, now he's got this line. Good job by VJ to show strong, but if I'm VJ, I'm pulling all the way over. I'm meeting him right here at that spot. Don't even let him split this. Because even though he misses this, this is still a makeable shot for Brunson. And you've got Josh Hart, you've got to live with something, and I'm living with this rather than this. Another stop, push. Paul George has to take the rock. He's behind. Great throw ahead. Pitch back. He just traces like that. So now Paul has to take him because he's behind. So now he has to take McBride. But he actually doesn't follow McBride here. He's just busy running, trying to get set. Realizes, uh-oh, we've got him filling behind. Josh reads it, pitch back. Now Paul George is forced to switch. On his heels, you're done here. More elbow. See, they're going to their splits. Goes under, no, they switch it. And good job right here by VJ, because most times players will try to fight over, and then that allows the screener to just slip and get inside positioning. But he actually goes under, ready to switch, takes away that slip by getting on his low side here, and then Oubre ready to switch. Now the handoff, the curl. Dang, you just get burned like that. I mean, Tyrese does the right thing here. He's looking to tag it, ensure there's no cut, and literally as he goes to take this step, Carl reads it. Yeah, as soon as he steps in, he reads it. Quick swing. It's a decent recovery, but in the post, JB is communicating something, so of course he's going to cut through, empty out. He's telling him, you get to the corner. They're going to help off of Oubre? No, so they fire. Josh Hart is communicating it. I don't know who he's telling to fire. It might be Brunson, because I thought they liked to fire off of Oubre. And he checks his blind spot, and now he's going to commit. Alright, cool. So he commits 2 passes away, and immediately, look at McBride. As soon as he sees Josh committing, he's ready to shoot that. Right? And this is why they're so good at shrinking the floor, because they're just all in sync. They just know how to read off each other. And obviously he's going to set this pin in. So he's got to make that skip or just get it stripped. Sweep through. That might be a foul, though. Might be wrist. Now it's a loose. You see 2 running wide, 2 side. You got to swing across court. Side step. Tracy. I mean, what do you do? Paul George does the right thing here. He's playing to ensure you take away the dive. Tries to close. Goes wide. Side step. Yeah, you can't recover. So now we got more pace. So it must have been off a throw ahead. Now he's forced to take the rock. But then he comes and takes the rock. Stays committed. So now Joel. He's on his heels. Good job by VJ, because he's already made 2. So just stay on the rock, even though it's Brunson here. He gets off it. 2 jump. So now Joel jumps out. VJ's looking, alright, so you're not going to take him. He tries to... What? So now as soon as he goes, because he realizes, he looks back. Let me go take Brunson then, because we can't just leave him open. He leaves McBride to take Carl. So we got Carl trailing. Let me see. If you see, yeah, there's no communication here, so this is the issue right here. We've got the trailing big. Joel's in a great position to meet Carl. If Paul were just to communicate, yo, trailer, you get up, he takes Brunson, allow VJ to do what he does, and commit to McBride. But because there's no communication, now he's taking it big, he tries to jump out, Paul George is looking around, he leaves, he wants to take the trailing big, who's taking him now? And this all could have been prevented had Paul George and Joel just communicated who's taking Carl. And this is also a great read. You see him commit, he retreats. You give him, 4. It's crazy. So this must have been off a chase. I can see because it's on a clear side. He probably went under, try and shoot the gap and meet Brunson and all. While that's transpiring, we've got this stagger on this weak side. So this is probably just all fluff, just to allow. Tyrese actually communicates it here too. Point switch. He's gonna pop. Mikhail's gonna cut so he can take the shooter. See, VJ actually recovers really well here. So the cheating did work, but then it's a bump, turnaround. Yeah, nothing you can do here. One dribble, stops on that anchor. His momentum is still taking him backwards. He's on his heels. Just great footwork by Brunson. Great turnaround on the reverse pivot. And once he gets to his left shoulder, it's pretty much done. He's going to push the rock. They're matched up. That's cool. Looks to be another chase. He's communicating to take somebody because Paul George is pretty much in no man's land. He should be taking Josh Hart because that's his assignment in this lineup anyway. He's looking to load to the ball. Yeah, it does turn to a chase. He cheats under. Pop. And he threes that? Could they have played this different? So he gets him on the chase. Cool. You can see Joel. He's kind of there, allowing him to go under one so that he can recover. So Joel does the right thing. Right, opens up. Oubre's there. Now he's got to retreat. Closes flat. Which I can understand because you do have to respect this pump fake. Because if he bites on that pump, he's probably just going to attack right. Looking for splits. Wait. So we've got a mismatch. Probably off a DHO. Must have had to switch it or something. 11 on the clock. And then right here. Looking for a wide pin. No, he doesn't. Paul George does the right thing. He pulls in. He sees the mismatch. He looks to be pointing at it, but then he's pointing at McBride. So he's the lone man, does the right thing. He wants to prepare for this mismatch. But he's pointing at McBride, so VJ takes him. And now he's pointing at Josh Hart. Paul George looks at him. Oh, so he wanted to be a low man. But why is he telling him? Oh, all right, I get it. So he wants him to stay ready for this cut when he makes this low rotation because he wants to be the low man. He wants to be the help, so he wants help. All right, so he wants him to be the help for the helper. Yeah, the second help. So now Paul George, he vacates, allows Joel, but look at the way he's positioned. He's not even realizing Josh Hart is cutting out the corner here. And that's why Joel was communicating it, because he wanted him to take Josh, right? Just allow him to help as long as you take away this cut and the drop off. But Paul George is actually playing 2 because we've got McBride filling behind. So it's really a 3-on-2 here. But regardless, it's a bump off Euro. It's too small. Left, right. Then he trips on Tyrese. I mean, really, Carl could have... If Joel actually managed to contest this, that's a drop off to Hart. Because Paul George has no idea where he is. Again, we're pushing. Why are they struggling to get matched up so often? He's pointing. Who's taking him? It's usually VJ. But VJ is right here. He's getting cross-matched onto Robinson. Paul George is saying, who's taking him? Yo, Oubre, you take Mikhail. I'll take the rock. But then Carl is wide open here. And Joel's confused because he wants to get matched up. Because in this lineup, it would be Paul on Carl, Joel on Mitch Robb, VJ on Brunson, but it's all messed up right now. Also, they actually managed to scram it. So now he gets matched up. But then Brunson is reading this. You can see Brunson. He's coming down. He sees, all right, they're confused. He's wide open here. It's a quick rip and go on that clear side. Bully ball, drop off. They really don't score here. So he reads this. He probably had to get off it earlier, though. Like right here, he had to just fire it. Because VJ would not be able to do anything. But he's kind of late here. They're able to scram it. Slides his feet. Still gets bumped off. 1, 2. He's forced to help. And then it's actually great awareness here on that weak side by Tyrese. Help the helper. Might be a foul, though. Yeah, he does get wrist. Falls right to him, and he recovers. Gets a block. Cool. 50-50. Paul George ball watching. They both kind of are. Then he just beats him to it. Oh, they actually scrammed this too. He's telling him, you take, which is fine. Now they're pretty good now. So now you got Brunson, clear side, shooter 1. Everybody's pretty much in position. Paul George, he's going to shade on base, send him to his weak. Jab, pull. It's not bad defense. Jab, pull over top. He's actually looking to set a flare. But, because even if Paul George were to jam him here and actually force him base, Brunson could just still 1-2 dribble pull because he can score at any pocket. So he could really, if he wanted to set him base, 1-2 dribble, if Joel makes that rotation to drop off, you just put yourself in a scramble. Tyrese cracks. He's open. He's setting that flare. So I guess you just kind of have to live with this. More hub. Again, pin. Looking for the splits. Nothing. Easy switch. Cool. And now he's actually wrapping back. Almost turning it into a screener. So now he wants to set him a pin. They switched that too. Alright, good job by VJ and Tyrese. He's going to set a ball screen. I mean, just cleans them too. So it turns into a knock pretty much. Inverted. He gets cleaned. He's staying attached. He's not ready to switch. He's forced to gamble. Drop off. What do you do here? I don't even know if Paul George is ready for this. He doesn't seem to know that it's coming, so it basically turns into a step up. Completely cleans them. And Tyrese is trying to stay attached, so he's not ready. Can't slide his feet, forced to gamble, and now he's got to make the low rotation. Help the helper isn't there because of him occupying the deep wing. As soon as he makes this rotation, great read by Carl. Up top, jams him, quick pitch, horns. No, he wants him to vacate, cool. So he wants Mitch Rob. I would too. Because if he were to set this ball screen, they could just switch that. Right? So good job. Have him vacate. Now you can bring Joel into the action. Alright, so he vacates. Let's see. So he's going to open up. Set in the middle. He's going to drop. And then he just threes off a ball screen. And look at Mitch Rob just clean VJ here. There's no way he's chasing over that. He's coming off clean. Joel's there, but he's more in that high drop. So now we're in a late clock situation again. Just looking for that up, that rip. They're just going to switch it. But now we got this clear side ball screen for Shamit. Even Shamit's handling the rock. Right? Quick little step up, pump, fly by, resurface. And he just trays that too? Kind of clips him. He releases, takes away Drummond on that drop. And I can't even be mad at Tyrese here. Late clock, pump, bites on that. But I would probably do the same thing, and then he resurfaces. And you still get a pretty good rear view on the side. I mean, that's not terrible. Even right here, JC, he's coming to the rock just in case. Now we've got Hart pushing the rock. Edwards is going to pick him up. Big, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they got numbers right now. He's trailing. Nothing. Surprising to flow into a DHO here. He kind of looks off. Brunson here. And then Grimes gambles here. So Tyrese is actually on his 2 side. He's got to play 2. He tries to make this steal on his blind side. He sees it in time. Swing, swing. And he threes that. So now Seamus got 2 trays. Because Grimes gambles here. He puts 2 on a rock unnecessarily. Now Tyrese is left to dry. That's a great extra too by JC. Dang, they got burned for not getting matched up way too many times. Quick handoff, he gets clipped. Now you get to push, he's behind. And so as he's pushing the rock, now you can see Edwards. He's going to help. You got him running wide, he's running wide. So you've got 3 sets of eyes on you. Great throw ahead. It's a great read by Brunson. As soon as you see it, just make that throw ahead. Because now you've got 2 players pretty much out of it. Drummond can still match up with the trailing big, but who's going to match up here? So then that forces Tyrese to make this cross court. Edwards is still... Yeah, he has no idea where his man is. So now he's completely lost. He's running towards the ball. Now you got Shamit on that weak corner. Well, he doesn't make that skip. As soon as you see Tyrese here, you just got to skip that. Or even here, this fill back. Because as soon as he gets off the rock, they both leave him. I mean, I don't know where he's running to. I don't know where he's running to. Oubre just completely loses Brunson here, thinking the possession's over. So he had this or this? No. So he wants to take him off the dribble. Good job by Tyrese. Close flat. Cut off base. Now he's there. On his low side, gamble. Get back on his low side, force a middle. Gather. Left shoulder fade. This must be off an inbound. But again, he's going to burn Oubre. He's running wide. Tyrese has to help pick the rock up. And I think he's point switching here. He wants him to peel off there. Because now you got two on the rock unnecessarily. Quick little flash, one dribble pull. Kind of dodged that too, but you can see Edwards pulling in. Does a little stunt. If he touch passes this, because he sees him pulling in, you could definitely hit McBride here. And then if VJ overreacts, that's an extra. It's a swing to the corner for JC. Now we got the second unit. Cool, they actually match up, I believe. Flow into a drag. They switch that? No, he's able to go under 2. So VJ's there, cool, quick get off. But now you've got Paul George matched up with Carl, so he's going to immediately look to duck him in. Could they not just scram this? Could Paul George just not communicate with Joel? Yo, you take Carl, I take Josh. Because the only time Paul George is really on Carl is when they're running a double big. The Knicks, that is. At least that's what I think. But now you kind of concede this. He's going to gap him, sandwich Carl, deny the entry. He's going to pull. You win that possession. Now we've got more pace. Josh Hart pushing the rock. Paul George telling Joel to pick him up. Alright, so maybe these are the assignments. So maybe they did have Paul George on Carl and Joel on Josh Hart, which would make sense because most times he would be in the corner, so it would make him the low man. And because Paul George would be assigned to Carl, now he's going to switch all of their screening actions. So it would make it hard for Carl to be the screener. So intentional cross-matching, which doesn't make sense. Swing. I mean, is it really that easy? But why is Edwards? So he sees JC running behind him as he checks his blind spot. But he still commits to the rock. Does he not realize Joel is going to pick him up? And he's picking him up low, which is the right thing to do. So now he gets off. You're looking to recover. Now he's forced to make that rotation and show. Swing. Now he's forced to make this two-way. He's late. They find Tracy. So that was what they were doing. Yeah, you can see the matchups. So now they got this clear side ball screen. He stays attached. Edwards is there. He's there. Cut him off. Force him into a tough shot. Falls to him. Touch pass. Reverse. Turn around and one. That's crazy. So Joel pulls in here, which I can understand. He wants to, again, help deny any entry or drop off to Carl in this situation. But what's crazy is, if they are going to do this, they should just match up traditionally. Have Paul George back on Josh Hart. Have Joel back on Carl so that he doesn't have to make this rotation. Because if you're just going to have to help anyway, you could just avoid that with a traditional matchup. And then right here, even JC, yeah, he doesn't even see JC. Q Grimes just allows him to loop. Now he puts a body on him, but because he gets that tap. Paul George is trying to fight for positioning. Falls to him. And that's just a great touch pass. Great read too. I don't think any of them saw Josh Hart cutting out the corner. And he overreacts. He gives up an and one. So now we got another clear side again. Low man Joel, Paul George in the squinting actions. I'm actually surprised he didn't take the clear side here. He's got all this space. He's kind of opening up to give him the sideline too, and I feel like he would be late in this rotation. But he sets it up, tween, goes middle. He gets clipped, pocket, short, drop off, cut out the corner, no help for the helper. But why are they... Alright, so the whole point of this cross match is to switch because you got a wing and a guard. Why is he in a drop? Do they not just switch this? You now give up the pocket because you don't switch. So now he releases, hits him on the short, right in that pocket. He gets the catch, attack. Well, I guess Paul George is actually there. So this drop actually kind of works out because he's able to recover. But Joel, again, he's going to help anyway because he thinks Paul George is beat. Now he's going to cut out the corner, and at the same time, he's cutting out the slot. So now Tyrese is completely compromised. I don't even think he sees Josh Hart. No, he doesn't, because all he can see is this. So then by the time he sees Josh Hart, doesn't even realize it. He tried to fan out. But again, if this is what's going to happen where every single time Carl gets the rock or is threatening to get the rock, you're forced to make this low rotation and help, you could just avoid this by having the traditional matchups, right? And they didn't even switch it, which is crazy. If you're going to have him in a drop, then just have Joel in the screening actions. Beats him off the dribble, that's ridiculous. Over his head. Yeah, Paul George didn't expect that. And then again, we got JC cutting out the break. How does Josh Hart get this? Oh, we got him ball watching. Q Grimes just ball watching, unaware. Doesn't even put a body on Josh Hart here too. Alright, so we're just going to go for a jumping contest. Josh Hart wins that. Kick, step, swing, flash. He just smokes a float, so the Sixers actually get lucky here. So he rotates, that's fine. They both. So VJ Grimes just kind of takes Josh here. And then again, JC just flashing right at the nail. He actually sees it though, so good job to take him. A little late though, so he just kind of misses. Wow. Quick inbound, it's a touch pass. Quite literally a touch pass. Get it back. Alright, so we got Mitch Robin. What are these? Are they in zone? Hold on. Is this zone? Has to be 2-3. Because if this wasn't, he would be assigned onto Mitch Rob. So this is crazy though. Touch pass. He jumps out. Joel doesn't want to step out because they're in zone. He's pointing to it. They both get confused on who's going to step out. It's got to be Q Grimes, though. If you're in zone, take that, take that. You've got VJ that's able to take the wing. So now they get confused, wide open. And again, just no communication, no idea what their coverages are. Players just not on the same page. And the Knicks are just exploiting that. You can even see, look at the body language on the Sixers. It's all bad. Tyrese sees it. He's thinking, what are we doing, man? Can't figure out man, can't figure out zone. Finally forcing him to play in the half court. So we've got a stagger here and a ball screen here. So they stagger him. Same time, he's coming off a ball screen. Does he hit him? He does. But he's actually going to cut back here. Quick little flashback. Maybe because Joel's in this drop. So he didn't think he could exploit that space. Alright, that's cool though, because now they can flow into a ball screen. And now he's gonna drop, skip, good close. He's there, stay attached, lift, attack the close, 1-2 dribble. And this is great defense. Right, clips him, releases early, gives him the lane. McBride in the strong corner. He can't help. I'm pretty sure he didn't have to skip this though. So right here on the heads, you got him on your hip. He's got to respect this lob, but at the same time, I can see why he's making the skip, because he sees Carl empty, and he knows there's going to be this low tag, right, to take away the lob. Maybe too high of a skip though, because the trajectory of that ball, it allows him to fan and recover. So now he's there. And I do think he has all the space here to actually go wide, get to the rim, because Joel is trying to stay attached. Because he was just retreating. He's on his heels. He's backpedaling this entire time. So he definitely could get a lay on that strong side.
And the Knicks came out and tried to take that right from them.
Right here, good job to vacate. Right here, he's going to stay because he wants to help. He's cracking, so he sees a chance to lift. But he's able to close. So even here, as soon as Carl spins back here, he's already got to be right here in this line. Because him lifting, there's no line here. He has to delay his pass. I can't believe Carl actually read that though. That's how you know he's just reading stuff early, because he already knows he wants to fire this on the lift. But McHale's actually not there yet. He doesn't read Carl, but he kind of reads McHale or whoever would be in this corner. And see, now he had to hesitate. Pass is delayed. He's able to recover. Can we get matched up? Alright, cool. They do get matched up. Gonna fall into a drag. Why does Tyrese just not look ready? He's kind of relaxed right here. Then it's, there's a drag. Now he's behind. He's gonna drop. He's got a tag. Gets the O board. So right here, McBride, he sees it. He's taking the drop. Again, McHale's kind of late to lift here. As soon as you see your man, don't you go all the way up? Because what is the point of holding the line here? There's no way McBride could see him. If he lifts all the way high, that's a throwback on that line. He's probably wide open right at that slot. But he holds his line right here, which is in the same line as this tag. So McBride really has no option but to go up here. Because right here, as McBride is coming down, if McBride is able to see McHale on this line, he'd probably make that throwback. But he doesn't, so now he sees the space. Alright, let me go up. High scoop. Really tough. But luckily he kind of releases. So now he doesn't really put a body on Mitch Robb. Jumping contest. He wins it. Jump ball. Cool, they're matched up. Defense looks set. Let's see what they go to. Clear side ball screen. He's going to go middle. Yeah, he forces a middle too. So they don't want to give a sideline. At the same time, he's communicating something. He's going to empty out to that weak side. So he's staying home. This is just too easy. Joel can't commit to the ball here because there's no tag, because he's still not established. But again, why is Paul George not just stunting or just pulling in and showing? Why does he get this line? It's Josh Hart in the strong corner. You got to live with something, and it can't be this. It cannot be an easy lay. What happened here? Still pretty early in the clock. Guard to guard, he's going to slip. Yeah, good job. So you know he's going to slip or ghost. You switch it. That's cool. Now it's going to turn to a quick chase. Yeah. Quick flash, quick chase, the little hand back. Tyrese actually reads that. And he almost gets a hand. He does get a hand on it, but he can't get the steal. Now he's able to retrieve it. They can just veer that. Good show. This is what I mean. If you're going to have Josh Hart in the strong corner, which they have had for some reason, pull in, stunt, show, be aggressive. He could even be there early. Just pull high, show right there. Because now he's kind of stunting, but it's almost late. It's almost like a reaction when it should just be premeditated. Get over there. Be high already. They've actually managed to kind of slow down the Knicks at this point. So he probably cut off. He's probably cutting off too. He's staying attached, but now they switch, which is good. So they had Drummond on Josh Hart the same way they were cross-matching Joel. And that's a great switch too, because he wanted to stay attached, but he knew, I got to take this, jam him. And now they're going to play the second side. Pin, nope. Swing. It's not even bad defense, because they're doing this little exchange, right? They pretty much switch it. He's showing. He recovers. Doesn't get a contest though. So more pace. He must have handed off. He's trailing. He's picking him up low. Push dribble. Nothing. Flow into an uphill. Now you attack the close. You're going to pop. Throw back. Our whole team is just feeling good. But you can just see how fluid their offense is, because once one thing isn't there, they just know how to play off each other. I mean, this is just a great... What is VJ doing, though? He's ball watching. Doesn't ever check Brunson. You have to know he's looking for an uphill here. This is what these players do. Draymond, Asar, Josh Hart, these type of non-shooters. They're looking for these downhill and uphills. So he doesn't expect the uphill. Fly by. Tries to recover. But now Drummond is forced to show. Reverse pivot. Hits him on the throwback. And they really didn't have to have two in a rock here. And VJ was just paying attention. But even then, this is still not a great look. Josh on the pop. But if he makes it, he makes it. This was either stack or horns. Right, stack or horns out. Wing catch. Flow into a ball screen. And Mitch Robb doing what Mitch Robb does. Just cleans Tyrese here. Absolutely cracks him. Now he's turning the corner clean against the drop. Quick cross, snake, off one, fade. And that's all in rhythm. And that all transpired because of that screen. It's that right to left. One dribble. Off one, going left. That's his shot right there. And what's crazy, if he missed this, it's a cleanup because he forced the veer. And Mitch Robb would always get that. And if Mitch Robb doesn't get that because of this crack, then Josh Hart is out the corner. Look at that. Good show. Force him off the rock. They were doing that all series too. And then go gadget arms. Gets the deflection. Now we're running. Got numbers. Push. Push. He gambles. Almost gets it. And now you got two. He just extras because he's hot. That's great unselfish play here. He's stepping into that with rhythm, but he says, no, let me find the hot hand. Keep him hot. Again, must have been more horns. Horns out, but it'll turn into a quick chase. Denies it. They curl off, so this flow into a second action. Cool, so now he's trying to stay attached. Little juke. Gets the handoff. Release. He's got the drop. He got the shake. You gotta live with this one. The others you can't live with, but I mean, just look at their offense. It's fluid. Horns out, cool, nothing happens. No chase, cool. You curl off, you empty. I just flow into another DHO. And Josh Hart does the right thing. I mean, not Josh Hart. I mean, they both do the right thing, but don't stay attached. Make sure you make the single side tag. You give this shake up. If he makes it, he makes it. In this case, he does, but it's better that than Hukporty having this line for a lob because Joel had to commit to the rock. Start of the third, quick stack out, nothing. Chase, no. He wants to set the away, either a zoom or splits. Cleans him. You know, switch. So they don't switch this. Right, VJ looks to stay attached to Brunson for some reason, and I'm not sure why when they've switched every split the entire game. And then at the same time, we have Josh Hart flashing. Not entirely sure why. Maybe he wants to flash. Nothing transpires. He can fall into a handoff. Maybe he was looking for a blind pig because of all the denial. Not exactly sure, but regardless, Paul George looks to be attached, so he wouldn't be able to switch that, because I'm actually not sure why he's staying this hugged to Josh. And Josh could actually set a rip here on VJ if he tried to cheat. So he could set that rip, clean him. It would force Paul George to switch, but he doesn't seem like he wants to. He doesn't seem like he wants to leave Brunson. So now Oubre is forced to chase over. Obviously, he's going to be behind the play. Tyrese is late. I mean, you're Mig, your last resort. He could actually peel here, rotate. Oubre rotate off and peel onto the corner. But it is McBride, and he's been hot, so I can see why he won't want to pull in early. So they just give up an easy 2. They love these handoffs. Guess a lot of teams do. They don't have to switch, and at the same time, we got Brunson running wide. It's going to get ripped. He actually tries to cheat, so he cuts back. Cool, so nothing. Flow into his DHO. They switch. Quick swing on a flash. Pump. Blow by inside finish. Dang, is it really that easy? I mean, look at the way they play side to side. Right? They're going to the downhill. Quick DHO. Paul George switches. Kale might have been able to turn a corner here because he's actually late to switch. Decent recovery. He sees him flashing. Cool, he hits some. Now they want to play the second side. He could actually flow into a BP here. Maybe an uphill or a downhill, I mean. Or maybe he can actually just juke him back door. But regardless, catch, spots up, pump. He actually closes flat. He just beats him. So we've got mismatches, clearly. He's stuck. He flashes. Cool. Can he flow into a quick DHO? Backdoor, nothing. Pitch, attack, base, drift. They actually found a great look here. Completely blown up, and you can see 7 on the clock. No one's panicking. Find something. Juke, nope. Oh, he got him. Now he gets to rip base. He does the right thing. Low rotation. He's forced to crack. Alright, so it was actually no help for Tyrese here. This had to be VJ. Because now he cracks. You're supposed to play 2 here. And he's wide open. Yeah, he's really late. They actually dodged this. It's also a great read by McBride. He probably could have won earlier too. As soon as he's seen him driving base, he could definitely drift a little earlier. Still gets a great look. Quick swing into a quick step up. He's going to flip. What is he communicating? So he flips it. Yes, middle. He's clipped. Now he's going to cut through. Good job. MTO. Take away the nail. Allow Brunson to drift. Doesn't actually take the corner. One dribble. Get to your spot. This is why they're so good, too. I mean, everybody can handle the rock. OG. McHale. Brunson. McBride. Josh Hart if he really wanted to. Jose Alvarado. Shamit. JC if they wanted him to. I mean, everybody can just play off ball screens. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't drift here. But he still finds a great pocket. All right, cut him off. Sidestep, one dribble. Little escape dribble, actually. Again, was this off an inbound? Not sure, regardless. Quick handoff. He's emptying. He's lifting. So they're going to ice it. Cool. Tries to cheat under. Gets caught. Why are we even going under, though? Come on, VJ. Really? You know he's going to be in a drop. You cannot go under. He just gets clean. And this is what bigs do now. So they'll release early. And if they know the player's cheating, they'll just set this moving screen. Because technically he's releasing the screen. And so they're just running into each other's line. Or he's just running into his line, I should say. So the refs don't ever call that. Now he's wide open. Quick handoff. No, he's going to keep. And they mess up that coverage. Yeah, these get people a lot. Because now VJ is expecting him to switch. And then what happens? He keeps. Burns two. Now Joel's forced to show. Now he's wide open on that lob. I think Paul George knows he's forced to crack, but because it wasn't necessarily a ball screen, I don't think his mind is thinking, all right, I got to make this tag. And you can kind of see he's ready to crack. But by the time he registers it, it's just too late. But it all broke down right here because of that keep. Faking that handoff. Again, another step up. He's able to skinny over. He's pretty high here. So Joel's kind of showing here. Again, he's there. Great job. That's how you take away his line. Not a tag. It's a little bump. And they get a stop. Because 2 on the rock here doesn't get burned. And then, again, it's a good job of helping off of Hart. I guess they usually have the high tag. Doesn't even look to hit him on this lift. I'm also noticing now they're having McHale in a strong corner. I don't know if this is just a coincidence. Now they got Barlow. Cool ball screen, no. Sets him up. All right, now they get a ball screen. Rejects, snatch. Rejects again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hard stop, tween. All right, now you think he's setting up a ball screen? He's going to reject, snatch. Now you think he's setting up a ball screen? Cross. I mean, jeez, man. Had Barlow on skates. Right? Hezzy, one dribble, stop, tween, cross, snatch. And then it's another Hezzy, cross. Oh my goodness, look at his face. And Joel was never in position because I think he expected every time Brunson was making a move, I think he was expecting him to eventually take the screen, and he just rejects it twice. Now he's late to veer. Grimes isn't even there on that low rotation. And then even right here, just because he actually kind of closes it. So if he tries to go on that strong side, he's probably getting blocked. So he used the rim as a shield. Reverse. Now on the inbound. So on the inbound, they have a turnover. So he's going quick inbound. They see Tyrese. He's pointing at who? Who is Tyrese pointing at? Can't be one of them, right? He sees him open. He just shoots it. Tap. And it bounces right to Mikal. And Q Grimes is dumbfounded. Tyrese throws his hands down. Brunson gets to get up and just spot up. That's insane. Again, they're going to the stack out. Catch. Ball screen. Quick rip. Strong. So you gotta live with these ones, but he got cleaned here. Tries to spin off and go over. And then it's just a quick rip. One dribble. He does the right thing. He stunts off strong. Forces Mikal to swing it. He just makes the shot. But you have to live with those ones. Yeah, so it was off a handoff. I believe they switched this. Not sure. Swinging back up top. It's a quick pitch. He's going to ghost. No way. I mean, what did they think Mikal was going to do? Set an actual screen? No way you're looking to stay attached. Tyrese is thinking, what? Are you serious? And the hot hand just stays hot. This is crazy. Mikal doesn't even realize it's happening, does he? He just sees it. He says, oh, he's open? Cool. Tyrese is sick too. You gotta know that's happening. KYP. Now we got Carl back in. Again, more hub. No handoff, curl. He's really making that tag. He's ensuring there's no way Brunson gets to rock there. So now you leave him wide open. That's crazy. Did he have to do this though? Because worst case scenario, you have the low man here. He's going to pull over. You can rotate off on that weak side. I mean, look at the orbital offense. Right? He's curling off. He's looking to curl off. Everybody's just rotating around Carl. I don't know if he had to do all this, though. Dang, it was already garbage time. So garbage time was even before the fourth. See, they pretty much put in their bench. Right? Quick drag, push dribble, get downhill, float. Dang. I mean, they just play so fast. They couldn't even get ready for this. Because he's really rolling on a clear side. If Drummond were to commit, that's a lob. But he doesn't, so it's a float. So it's off a ball screen. He must have rejected. Just based on what happened. So maybe he rejects because he jumps. Now he's forced to show. Quick swing, one pass away. He closes flat, but now you go to attack him. Go against the grain. At the same time, he's looking to empty. And now he tries to make this peel. So Grimes is going to rotate. Got two here. Could he stay for a drop off? That'd be hard though. So he wants to loop back. So now he gets blocked. Falls to Huck Porty. Finds him on that loop. Cool. They kind of get mashed up. And now he lifts and he empties. So now Q Grimes is in no man's land. Tyrese was on Shaman, but now he's going to lift. And as he empties, Tyrese is forced to play two. Quick pitch. And on the pitch, He's gambling, so he gets cleaned. Barlow's forced to switch. And he's actually going to drift. He's a little late, so everybody's actually there. He makes the shot. I mean, what do you do with this team? Everybody's got the green light. Everybody's looking to get buckets. It's just so fluid. And they make history again.